guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivana. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, join the family. Today I have a first impression on the e.l.f. foundation and concealer. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos that I upload. It is my first time trying this foundation, so I'm going to give you my thoughts about this foundation and the new concealer that they just came out with. You're literally going to see my first impression. And I'm also going to give you this natural, everyday kind of makeup look that you can do using all affordable products. I have some e.l.f. products that I used before and some that I've never used, so you'll get my final thoughts and if I would recommend it at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you want to know how I created this look using all e.l.f. products, please keep on watching. I got this foundation in shade medium linen, medium with golden tones, with golden undertones, and I opened it. When I swatched it, it was like, well, it was a lot lighter than what I actually needed. So I'm gonna make it work with what I have, because buying makeup online, especially when you don't know your shade range with that company, it could be a little bit tricky. So first I'm gonna start with some hydration onto the skin. I have very dry skin, so I need to moisturize before I apply any matte foundations. And I believe this is a matte foundation. Oil Free is a satin finish foundation. So anyways, I like to moisturize my skin really good, so just to prep the skin and the makeup can go on nicely. Every day I use this e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and as you can see is completely done because I've used it all up. Still has a little bit. So this is a very light hydration primer and great for every day. Because of the products that I purchased, they also gave you like a free gift with purchase. I got this sample packet of the Hello Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex, and it looks like this. So I'm gonna use it. It smells different than the one that I just put on, so we'll see. This might be a lot, but put it around my neck as well. Whoa. Alright, then I guess I'll put some on my hands. I feel like this is lighter, like a lighter consistency than this one. And I feel it kind of penetrating into my skin, and it feels a lot more hydrating. Like it feels like a little bit of like a cooling sensation. So it feels a lot better on the skin than the other one. I've been drinking this. My husband actually bought it the other day, and I'm like, coconut soda. I'm obsessed with it now. With the look that we're going for today, I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy because everything that I got was like more of nude tone. I'm going to start off with the foundation, and this is a satin finish foundation. I have really dry skin, so we'll see how this looks. Like I said, this is a lot lighter than my skin tone because it was hard for me to pick out the shades online. Well, that is light. That is very light. Okay, so I'm going to use my Crown buffing brush to work it into my skin. Okay, so how did I get this foundation to be this light? I swear, online this looks so dark. I was like, maybe I should go with medium. And honestly, I don't know if it's because it's a lot lighter than my skin, but I don't see any coverage, as you can see. I don't like the way this is sitting on my skin. Right off the bat, I don't like this foundation at all. Besides the color, I know the color is completely wrong. I don't like the way this foundation is blending into my skin. I feel like it's sitting right on top of it. It's not actually sinking into my skin or giving me any coverage. I can see my brush strokes. I don't know if I want to keep going. Like, I don't even want to add another layer on. This is horrible. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna make it work just for the sake of the video. I probably should have went with probably 3 to 2 shades darker. I'm gonna take a little bit more and just see if I can build up the coverage. I don't know if you can tell on camera, I look probably like a ghost right now. I don't like the way it's sitting on my skin, like I said before. It's settling into my pores and it's just not cute, and my skin is looking a lot drier. Okay, moving on to the concealer. I got 2 concealers, and I got one in shade Tan Sand and Medium Beige. Medium Beige to me has more of a pink undertone or a peach undertone. And then I got Tan Sand. This one has more of a golden undertone, and that's what I actually like when I use concealer. So I think I'm gonna go with Tan Sand. This concealer, I heard really good reviews about it. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I also like that the applicator, it's nice and big, so you can cover a lot more. And so I'm going to apply just a little bit, and I'm gonna use the same buffing brush that I used before just to blend it out. And this is a matte concealer. Oh my god, no, this is not working out. I'm gonna try on the other side with a different brush. So I switched brushes because I didn't like the way the other one was coming out. Let me see if I can get more coverage with this one. I'm using the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection in number 7. I can see it's drying pretty fast. It is a matte concealer, and I tend to stay away from anything that's matte because my under eyes lately have been very, very dry. Okay, so I applied the concealer anywhere that I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. Oh my god, this is not working out for me at all. Like, I feel like I'm having a bad makeup day. So I'm just blending it out. It's not that I don't like this concealer. This concealer actually gives, it feels like it's gonna be good, but I just feel like because my base was already like a problem from the beginning, I feel like it's not blending correctly. I'm gonna start with, actually contour, and I have the bronzer palette and also the cream contour palette. I had this for a long time and I actually really like this. I feel like it blends really nice. As you can see, I've used it before. So I'm gonna go in with this shade over here and the lightest and mix them both together. I'm going to contour with this Crown Dual Fiber brush. I know I like this cream contour because I've used it before. You can see I've used it in my past videos and it blends really nice. Never had a problem with it. So I'm giving this foundation like a fair chance. Like, I'm not using new products that I haven't used before, just because I want to see how everything actually feels on my skin and how it looks, so that I can give you my honest opinion about it. Despite that it is too light for me, like, that's besides the point. I'm actually gonna just focus more on the way that it applies on the skin and also the way that it looks, the overall look. I'm going to cream contour using this pointed brush with the lightest shade on the cream contour palette, which is this one over here. Like, I need something to give it some dimension. Like, that's my favorite word. For every voiceover that I do, I'm like, to give it some dimension, to give it some dimension. Please comment down below, what other words can I use? All I hear is to give it some depth, give it some dimension, and I feel like that's gonna get tiring. I get tired of hearing myself saying the same thing over and over. Next, I'm going in with this bronzer palette. I love this. This is so good. Like I said, this cream contour and this bronzer palette, it's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna use it. And then I'm gonna contour with the lightest, which is here, and then the darkest. Blend it together on my Cossette brush and just set my cream contour. And I'm going in because of the color of the foundation. I want everything to kind of match because I am trying so hard to make this work. Okay, with the same brush, I'm gonna use this shade over here. This is more of a warm tone shade and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm only going to use a little bit just to warm up everything. I also received this baked blush in Pintastic and it looks like this. So this is, to me, it kind of looks like a highlighter instead of a blush, but it is a baked blush. It's really pretty, so I'm gonna try it, and if I see if it's too light for me, then I'll go with something else. I don't see any color on my cheeks. I just see more of a shimmer. As you can see, it's not like the pink, it's not showing up. It's giving me a little bit of a glow around my cheeks instead of more of a color. So I'm going in with this blush palette that I've used before, and I also really like this. I'm gonna go in with this peachy shade on this side and applying that on my cheeks. I'm gonna do my highlight, and I'm using, this is not an e.l.f. highlight, this is from Becca in Champagne Pop, and I'm going to apply that right on the top of my cheeks. Set the look, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist, and this one has coconut and argan oil. Smells so good. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to try this e.l.f. It's a Beautiful Bare Smooth Matte Eyeshadow in Nude Linen. So this is really light. It kind of looks like my skin tone. Maybe a little bit more taupey, but I didn't add any primer into my lids. I'm just going in with this, and I'm applying this all over the lid. And this feels very smooth. I'm going to take this Kokie Professional brush, this 627. It's a blending brush, and I'm going to take the product and just blend it all out. I feel like that just disappeared. Okay, it says create a fresh natural look with this lightweight liquid matte eyeshadow. This silky smooth formula defines and contours the eyes for long wear, enriched with vitamin E and help nourish and hydrate. It says apply color to the eyelid and blend before color dries. Reapply for added intensity. Okay, so that's already drying. Dries pretty fast. Let me go in because I feel like I have nothing on. I don't see any difference on my eyes, so I'm gonna go in with that contour palette and use the lightest shade, and I'm applying that into my crease just to give it some dimension. I don't know if it's the color. I mean, this is a gift with purchase, so maybe a different color might look good, but this nude, it's not really doing anything for me. I'm going in with this one here, the second to lightest shade, and applying that right over it. Okay, so that gives it more dimension onto my eyes. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. This is not e.l.f. For mascara, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild mascara. And lashes, I'm not doing anything crazy. I feel like leaving my lashes. I don't feel like putting falsies because I wanted this look to be like an everyday makeup look that you can do to run some errands, or if you don't want to go out, leave your house with like a bare face. I'm going to do my brows off camera. I'm gonna come back just to finish the lip and give you my final thoughts on the e.l.f. products that I used today. Okay, now that everything is done, I put on this wig because I honestly didn't want you guys to see my hair. It looks super crazy. I haven't done it. I just threw on this wig. I know it doesn't look perfect, but it gets the job done for what I needed right now. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Beautiful Bare Satin Lipstick, Touch of Nude. This is a nude lipstick, and it'll actually go with the whole natural vibe that we're going for. I'm gonna line my lips and fill it in as well with this Jordana lip liner. This is in Rock and Rose. I used this many times. I love this lip liner, so I did fill it in because I feel like this nude shade really matches my background. Even though it looks dark on the lipstick, when I swatched it on my hand, it looks too light for me. So I'm gonna go over it. It actually looks cute with it. I tried this lipstick by itself and I didn't like the way that it looked, so both of them looks really good. It doesn't feel drying to the lips or anything like that. So to give you my final thoughts on the products that I used today, the e.l.f. products, mostly focusing more on the foundation and the concealer because these were my first time trying these products, and also this fake blush that I received for free. My honest opinion on the overall look now, because I have everything done, I feel like it's okay. I hate the foundation. That is my honest opinion on it. I hate the way it feels on my skin. I hate that it sits on top of my skin and it doesn't really set. I don't like this foundation, how it looks on my skin tone. I need to go with a darker foundation probably and try the correct shade. It'll probably look different on my skin, but as of now, I hate it. The concealers, I'm gonna give it another try because I feel like these concealers could work for me if I am going more for a full glam, probably with a different foundation, because I didn't like the way that it sat on my skin. The way it was looking, it just didn't blend properly. And even if I go like this, you can see my fingers indentation, which it is a matte concealer, so I don't know why it's doing that, but I feel like it's because the foundation that I applied before. The Glow Mist, obsessed with it. Love the way it smells, love the way the glowiness that it gives you. Sorry, there's cars outside. I really, really love this. The blush, I can live without. I have the Cream Contour palette that I had before, and I also have blush palette and the contour, the bronzing palette, and those, if you don't have it, pick it up. These are really, really good. I love it. Lipstick, I do love the color of it with this lip liner that I have today. I feel like it did go really, really nice. So that I'm gonna try, definitely try it again. And the nude eyeshadow, the eyeshadow smooth matte, I can live without this. I feel like I can get the same effect using a contour shade or my bronzing palette. Like, I don't need that extra step if I want to go for an everyday natural look. I can live without it. I honestly didn't even like the way that it felt on my lid. It didn't do absolutely nothing, so I had to add more. So that is my final look. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also comment down below. Follow me on my social medias, and I will see you guys in my next video.